but this, in my opinion, is top 5 products of the year. We have the Flying Dutchman Treasure Hunt game. Welcome home, Rep Pack. Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons, the show where I collect absolutely everything from the late 90s, 2000s, all the way to the modern day. And I'm also trying to create the world's biggest Spongebob and Nickelodeon collection. But not just that, the creator and CEO of this channel sometimes borrows Gur's suit on the weekends. But I hope you beautiful people are having an amazing day, and if you guys aren't, you know the drill. Dutchman's treasure. Camera flip.
Dug up the Dutchman's treasure. Ladies!
It's about to get a whole lot brighter, Rep Pack, because your boy is here. And today, we are gonna be going to Hot Topic. But there is enough Hot Topics going on. That's why I did the ice cream. I was hoping it would cool up the room a little bit. Enough Hot Topics. It's very hot today. So we're gonna call it today Ice Topic. It may be a little bit less popular than Hot Topic, but it is cooler. We're gonna be going to Hot Topic. You guys know about Hot Topic. If you don't, it's an awesome retailer that focuses most on pop culture merchandise. When I was a kid, it mostly focused on piercings and skinny jeans, but now it mostly focuses on a lot of pop culture items. It's kind of become the premium place to get a lot of the more obscure and unique items that you won't be able to find at a Target, Walmart, all those type of places. And right now, they have a brand new addition to the Spongebob board game line. We used it up and showed the eels and escalators, but now our hunt is to hopefully go and find the brand new Flying Dutchman board game. It is a complete replica of Mr. Krabs' map as they go on their journey in an iconic SpongeBob episode in order to find the Dutchman's buried treasure. And we all remember the map. I don't know if we're gonna find that exactly, but they also have new SpongeBob ice pops. No, they're not frozen, but they're brand new pins that are actually formed after SpongeBob is an ice pop, of course, but they also have some of the other characters now made into ice pops in pin form. They have a brand new SpongeBob Funko Pop based off of the episode where they go to Glove World. There's a bunch of stuff dropping. That's just the stuff that I know about. So without any further ado, we gotta head over to Chill Topic. Hopefully they have the AC on, because we got the AC on in here and it's doing nothing. Let's get in the car slowly and hotly. We are on our way to Hot Topic, and you know what, man? I'm like, this AC in this car has literally saved my life. I'm thinking those front gates of the JCPenney's are a little bit bigger than the regular door. We can just blow through the door with this car, and maybe we can just do a drive-through trip through Hot Topic.
I don't think the store is big enough.
Because I do not want to get out of this car, but I am gonna park as close as I possibly can to the door. Usually that's not me. Usually I'll park in the furthest spot. I don't care about walking, but in this type of heat, it's about survival. I'm not Tommy Pickles. I can't park the ocean or do any of that stuff. I don't have one of those little hats that has like a towel on the side that comes down.
Yeah.
I need some kind of protection. So I'm gonna get from the car to inside of the mall as quickly as possible. Anyway, let's go ahead and head over to Hot Topic, and hopefully that mall is AC'd. Okay, so we made it over to Hot Topic. Let's go ahead and check it out and see if we find any of the stuff we're looking for. I mean, I'll be happy with anything, just let's hopefully get some Nick representation in here. Okay, so right out the gate, they do have the best friends, SpongeBob and Patrick. So we will definitely be picking this up to add to the collection as the last one we need to complete all of these SpongeBob Funko Pops. Believe it or not, in that Funko Pop SpongeBob video where I went over all the SpongeBob Funko Pops, that was actually Mitchell's pop.
Yeah.
I hadn't got mine yet, but now I finally have it. So shout out to Mitchell for letting us use it for the video. We got our own now into the collection. Let's go ahead and pick this one up. Oh yeah, dude, this is freaking sweet. Ooh. The Bikini Bottom sign. Are you kidding me right now?
That is sick.
It's a little bit more adjustable too. That is awesome. It's an actual
I think
little,
you
like,
have to get that.
of course. I'm trying to find the one that has like the police scratching on it. All right, so I am gonna be getting this one right here for sure. Dude, that's already a nice little hookup,
Yeah,
you know?
SpongeBob.
All right, we're gonna pick these up for sure. I don't see the Flying Dutchman game quite yet, but we're gonna keep looking around. You never know, maybe we'll still stumble upon it somehow. I'm looking as we speak, but still no. Okay, and then Mitchell spotted this right here. We have the
Krusty
SpongeBob Krusty Krab Pizza lanyard.
That is too sick.
We haven't added a new lanyard to the collection in a minute too, but the Krusty Krab Pizza one is sweet. It says pizzas for you and me on the inside. Okay, we'll take a little closer look at it when we get back to the cavern. But dude, that is such a good find, nice one. So I asked the employee if they have these SpongeBob pin pops. They're gonna see if they have them at another store and maybe we can pick them up another day, but they don't have them in stock. They sold out, which I don't like. Whenever I hear that, I'm always like in between. Like I'm sad because I didn't get them, but I'm not mad, dude. I'm glad everybody loves SpongeBob just as I do. Or maybe not as much as I do, but
Yeah.
enough to where it sells out. And that means that it's supporting the brand, supporting Nickelodeon to where we get more products in the future. And it just tells the world that our little golden friend here is always worth picking up and it's always worth creating more new products. So if it's sold out and I don't get any, it's okay, because at least that means the Bob is always gonna be the man of the hour. And then up here we have the Danny Phantom shirt, which is so freaking sick. I think we have like a few shirts that are similar to this, like Ember and stuff like that. But this one right here is dope.
That is so sick.
What does it say down there about? Oh, I'm going ghost.
I'm going ghost.
That is a really clean one. So we're for sure picking this up. That is so freaking cool. And this kind of, I don't know, kind of matches it a little bit with the Krusty Krab Pizza lanyard. Keep on looking around here. We did get that pop, so we should be able to get 30% off the next one, but I don't see another one that I really need. I mean, have the Donatello, and he's just here without his brother, so it makes me kind of want to get it, but you guys know, as hard as it is, I have to stick to my Michelangelo
Get
rule.
yourself.
Thanks. I am a vampire based off of Mitchell's logic. There's no other one that I think we need though. But I hope Donatello gets picked up though by somebody because he's by himself and I feel kind of bad for him. Sweet. We literally just saw it peeking out from behind here. There's one more in here left. Oh my goodness, dude. That is so freaking sick. 60 bucks, 60 bucks. That is not cheap at all. These buy one, give one 30% off because I almost want to get two. Holy cow, that just made the whole freaking trip, dude. Okay, that is sick. We have our whole little pile right here, and we have the Flying Dutchman treasure hunt. Oh my goodness. That is one of the coolest products of all time. I am a happy sponge boy today.
That was worth the trip entirely.
Exactly. So guys, I will have a sealed one in the collection, and whenever my freaking back order comes in, I will have a sealed one eventually in the collection. Sometimes my back orders just take too long for Hot Topic, and I don't know what happens. They just don't end up coming in for me, so I'm hoping it does. But we got one right here, so expect us to do a video soon of us playing the Flying Dutchman treasure hunt game. That is unbelievable. We actually convinced the person that was in front of us to pick one up because they saw how hyped we were. They ended up getting one too, so we helped another sponge sale happen too. Okay, so we did it. That was, oh my goodness. Amazing. I mean, we got the freaking Bikini Bottom sign too, and I mean, look at the freaking lanyard we got too. So many cool things. But then not just that, man. We got the SpongeBob pop as well too. And for when we do a next Hot Topic hunt, look at that, rolling in it. Yeah. Okay, guys, so we gotta get this stuff safely to the car. And like I said, expect to see that Flying Dutchman video. I'm super hyped. That lady in front of us was so hyped on it too. Once she's like, how
whoa,
hyped I was.
Board games, dang.
Yeah. So like I said, we got to make a SpongeBob sale too. That was awesome. I didn't miss out on the SpongeBob pins, but of the 3 things I talked about in the intro, we picked up 2.
Yeah, right there. That's the only thing that was missing was the pins.
Yeah, exactly. Not bad at all. Maybe we do the hot cash hunt, they'll end up having that somehow. But either way, I'm hyped and just freaking proud and grateful for what we got today. Let's go ahead and head on home. Okay, so we are back from Hot Topic. Let's check everything out here. I don't think we can go very far at all without talking about this one right here, and that is the Hot Topic 2-pack with SpongeBob and also Patrick. This is the first Funko Pop that we've gotten for SpongeBob in over a year now, and of course, they came back with SpongeBob and Patrick. And me and Mitchell actually noticed when we were doing the video for the Funko Pop collection tour, Mitchell called it out that this one right here is actually the mold for the 10-inch SpongeBob on screen, and this one right here, believe it or not, that is the Camp Coral Patrick Funko Pop made with the t-shirts. I mean, we all know Funko is famous for double dipping, but damn, they could triple dip, quad dip, sextuple dip. I don't know what's after that though. Dip when it comes to SpongeBob, all they want.
Freaking octo dip.
Tentuplet dip. But I actually do know a good amount of them. I don't know what's after that for sure though. Does Dundle dip. We're just making them up now. But we have the best friends Funko Pop here with SpongeBob and Patrick. I'm gonna have Ryan play the clip.
Well, according to this t-shirt, it says my best friend is right here.
I would have loved if Funko would have released, like, you know how they do that, like, Funko Pop with a t-shirt?
Yeah.
They should have done the best friends t-shirt with a little pocket pop of them.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Because they did release pocket pops of these as well, like little mini keychain versions that you can have of both Patrick and SpongeBob. I haven't got those in the collection. I will probably be getting those too because I have abandoned all causes of trying to complete every Funko line because, you know, trying to get every Nickelodeon pop that exists with Avatar, Korra, and with the NFT pops that I refuse to support if I can avoid it. It has become near impossible. But when it comes to SpongeBob, I try my best to make sure we get all of them. So I definitely want to look out for those pocket pops in the future. But both me and Mitch will have this one in the collection. So, you know, best friend twinsies on that one.
Yeah.
So awesome one to have in the collection. Now, I mean, they just need to make a, in my opinion, so we've opened the door of SpongeBob 2-pack. This is the first SpongeBob 2-pack we've had. We've had SpongeBob with his house, a 10-inch. I would love to see, like, them release, like, a Squidward and Mr. Krabs one wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, or like Mr. Krabs with Pearl, or Mrs. Puff even.
Oh, I like the first idea. Mr. Krabs with Pearl. That would be awesome. But I think we both know the ultimate 2-pack that we're all waiting for is Karen with Plankton.
That's like, how has it not been done?
That was made in heaven. And also, just if they made SpongeBob with his house, I'd love to see Squidward with this Eastern Island head, Patrick with a rock. I mean, come on, Funko, you love things that are easy to do. Just go ahead and do
Just a rock, yeah.
a rock with a little stick on top, with a little antenna, who actually turns out to be a turtle.
Oh boy, how long was I out?
And it's interesting they did put the old line back there as well, the one they released a couple of years ago, but I'm just, any SpongeBob pop makes me happy because that means we could get some more in the future. Hyped to add this one to our extended collection because all the pops that we currently have in the places that they are, I don't think this one is one that needs to take anybody out of their space, but I will be adding them to our 2-pack stack. If you look up there, we actually have just enough space for like maybe one.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to be doing this. The last 2-pack we added was Phil and Lil, so this is an awesome one I can't wait to put up there. Okay, so that was it in that bag, besides a whole lot of hundreds. A whole lot of $15 bills, which don't exist, but they do at Hot Topic. We have all these Hot Topic cash, and look, it says, Hot Cash is now digital. So, I mean, do you think that Hot Cash, like especially back in those old school days where it was like the old logo, this one, the hardcore one, where it looked like a metal band t-shirt?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that's gonna become nostalgic?
I feel like it already might be a little bit.
I mean, it kind of, I mean, not just nostalgic, but you think like it'll be a market for it. Because me and a couple people on the rep pack have actually been talking about Zoopels. If you want these Zoopels, you know, the oink, oink,
yeah.
Zoopels, ribbit, ribbit, Zoopels, buzz, buzz, Zoopels. Zoopels make
Yeah, we get it. We get it. We know what you're talking about.
fun. Those go for like $80 for a packet of Zoopels now.
That's crazy.
I have a couple of them and I didn't even realize they were worth anything. I just got them when they were like not that expensive, but that makes me think like anything can be now. You know, like Hot Cash going digital means that these physical bills will no longer be a thing. Hot Topic's done it before the US government. Interesting. But we got $75 in Hot Cash, man. That means we have to spend $150, but we could use it all.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, a banger freaking item that we got to add today. The Bikini Bottom.
It was
That was
on the bottom
literal
up.
Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
The Bikini Bottom sign. And Mitchell, can you let me know where in Bikini Bottom or what part of the show, when do you see this sign in particular?
I want to say it's towards the intro, but I can't remember.
You would think it's in the intro, right?
I want to say it's like, it's not from, is it from the movie? Like when they're like kind of...
I believe you do see it in the movie, but you actually never see it in the intro. It's actually not even something that's a part of most episodes. It's just whenever they show the
The sea. So fascinating. So wonderful.
And it's just that little thing.
It's whenever they show like a shot of Bikini Bottom, especially in the early seasons, you'll see the shot of the sign and then Bikini Bottom just down the hill from where this sign is located.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's super unique because like you would think it's just something that you see every single time, but it's a not that notable of a moment, but it's so iconic because when you think about Bikini Bottom, you think about this sign.
Yeah, because it's not like the Goo Lagoon where you know where that's all day, but that
Exactly.
is way more obscure.
And that's a good point, like with Goo Lagoon as well too. you, like, Steven Hillenburg did a beautiful job with like a lot of the locations. If you think about Jellyfish Fields, what do you think of?
The big sign, yeah.
You think of the Jellyfish Field sign on screen. When you think about the Goo Lagoon, like you just said.
Yeah, just the big sign there, and then yeah, even Rock Bottom has a big sign for it.
Exactly, Rock Bottom as well. All of them have big signs, so when you're entering the show, it doesn't matter if you've never watched an episode of Spongebob, you understand that this is a special location, and you don't even need to figure out like, oh, where are they at? Look at the sign. It says Jellyfish Fields, Rock Bottom, Goo Lagoon, and this is the most iconic sign of them all, the Bikini Bottom one. And it's not really the best quality ever. You can see it stapled on here, this rope, and you got literal hot glue. You know, like, I feel like we could have made this in some ways, but at the same time, it is an officially licensed one, and that's what matters the most over here on this channel and what we're doing. So you already know, expect to see this hung up somewhere in the background, the officially licensed Bikini Bottom sign. There are some far superior ones that you can find online on Etsy and stuff like that, but this is the licensed one, so that's what matters the most, and I'm glad that we got to add this one to the collection. 17 bucks ain't cheap though.
It would be cool to have like on the front door, you know, it's like a little greeter, like you open the door, like welcome to Bikini Bottom.
That's not a bad idea at all. We also have that welcome to Bikini Bottom sign.
And the population, yeah.
Yeah, that one, but that never appears in the show. This is like actually in there. But now that makes me want them to do a Jellyfish Field, do a Goo Lagoon. I would definitely be here for it. I mean, I'd be here for anything if they just made name tags. Squidward's name tag, anything, I'll be happy for it. But awesome addition to the collection. Next up here, we've got the interpretive dancing Squidward. Not as many people were a fan of Squidward's dancing as he was. I mean, but Mr. Krabs did get some amazing sales on tomatoes that day.
It's worth every penny.
But not just that, in the new Nick All-Stars Brawl 2 video game, they're actually going to be adding interpretive dancing as one of Squidward's moves.
Oh, that's sick.
We don't know for sure yet. It's a leaked image of him doing the interpretive dance. We don't know if it's going to be like an attack or if it might be just going to be a taunt. And he also has the firmly grasp it.
Oh my gosh.
as well. But I mean, I don't think it'd be the worst idea. What if we, I mean, maybe not a lot of people would like this idea. What if we got a little ink lemonade reference and Squidward's to ink on the person? A lot of people don't think that'd be cool, Mitchell. A lot of people don't like that episode, but
I'm not a lot of people.
I'm not a lot of people. Alright, so next up here, guys, we have the Krusty Krab pizza. Krusty Krab pizza, yeah, for you and me. Right here. So he has the lanyard itself, of course, has SpongeBob doing the but then on the inside here it says, the Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. And how do you continue that, Mitchell? And then positively. And we do have a little bit of a SpongeBob lanyard collection, but to be honest, we haven't got a good SpongeBob lanyard in a while.
Yeah, I don't really see them that often.
Yeah, it kind of makes me sad because I mean, I'm a lanyard guy. I love collecting as many lanyards as unnecessarily possible. And I already have like a good, maybe like 5 or 6, but comparatively to anime ones, I have like 20 or 30 freaking, it feels like, of the lanyards. I feel like SpongeBob doesn't get a lot of lanyards, so I would love for them to just release more so we can just have a wall of freaking awesome lanyards. And it's not like, I don't even know why I have something. Like, I don't even go anywhere. I never go anywhere to where I need these lanyards, but nonetheless, they're important. So an awesome one right here, a really, really cool reference as well too. The Krusty Krab pizza lanyard. All right, the next up here, we have one of my favorite shirts I'm adding to my collection here. There are some shirts you guys know that go into the collection archives that I never wear. We have a whole container of shirts that I never wear or will wear in my collection because I like them enough to collect them, but they're not necessarily my style of a shirt that I would wear, but I love just the art on them and the fact that they made them, so I collect them. But this is a shirt, absolutely, again, you will be seeing me wear on this channel. Yeah. That is a sick freaking shirt. I love green. Green is one of my favorite colors, and I love the Reptar green, but the Reptar green actually also happens to be kind of that ghostly Spectre green as well that you see with the Flying Dutchman, and also with like the Ghost Plasm that you see in Danny Phantom.
Even in Scooby-Doo, I mean, like, it's pretty common trope for that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a spooky green that just kind of works for slime, paranormal muck,
yeah.
paranormal ectoplasm juices, you know, all that kind of stuff just works in that green, and I'm a huge fan of it. But the Danny Phantom one looks so sick. He's got him right here, like from the title card, when he's like, oh yeah, they just sung my theme song.
Danny Phantom.
Yeah, I got a theme song. You got a theme song? No, you don't.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you do, Timmy, but it's all about you being an average kid. My song is about me catching them all, like Ash Ketchum, except for I'm not Ash Ketchum. And then over here, you got the happy Danny right here. You got the intense Danny. You got the I'm going ghost Danny. But then down here it says I'm going ghost in like a freaking cursive, like in and out style font. It just looks like an awesome like band tee, but for Danny Phantom. So I'm here for it, and I'm so glad that we got it. You'll definitely be seeing me wear this on the channel in the future. Okay, and finally, we cannot go anywhere without talking about the big find of today. I say this every now and then. It's very rare that I say this, but this, in my opinion, is top 5 products of the year. Would you agree or not agree with that?
I'd agree, because it's just like such a unique thing. You know, you don't really see it.
Like the Reptar is amazing. Its stature, you know, it's the actual Reptar itself. The product itself is top 5.
Oh, absolutely.
But this right here, just like with that Reptar though, honestly, the box. The box is just everything to me. We have the Flying Dutchman treasure hunt game. This thing is beautiful, but it's not just the fact that the game itself is made to be a replica of the actual Flying Dutchman's game. It's the box art. Like, this is literally the box that they have in the actual episode. In addition though, that they added Spongebob and Patrick right here. But everything you see here is literally the box. And for the Eels and Escalators game on screen, we have that in the back of the room here. The Eels and Escalators game is awesome. The box kind of says like, oh, this is a reference from the show, and we're gonna make an image that kind of would bring that game into the modern era, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas this one, they didn't really do anything like that. They really added the Flying Dutchman on this. They didn't call it like, oh, Spongebob the game, Flying Dutchman's treasure hunt, you know?
Yeah.
Which very easily could have been the thing they would have done in the modern era. They really went all the way there by putting Flying Dutchman's treasure hunt game on it. So that way that fans could get an actual game that represented the original one. And don't get me wrong, I love the Eels and Escalators one too. And I don't know if we actually saw the box for Eels and Escalators since the episode starts off with them playing the actual game. But if they did, I would have loved to see a more replicated version of the box. But this one just fits in almost like a canonic version of that game into the collection. And that's why I think it's so freaking beautiful. The sides of the game too are, you know, displayable as well. And then if we check out the back here, you'll see the board game itself, which again, we're gonna be playing this game on the channel in the near future, hopefully. But it comes with some gold doubloons. You have a treasure that you can actually dig up here as well. You got player cards. And if you look at the actual figures themselves, you got Spongebob, Patrick. So these are just the actual little player pieces that they had in the episode to be replicas of those. But the yellow is clearly to be Spongebob. The pink is clearly to be Patrick. The red is to be Mr. Krabs. And if you look right here, he was not in this episode in that fashion, but they had to add another 4th one. It is this blue, just like Squidward.
There's 6 players, so there's another 2.
Exactly, there's 6 players, so that means there's 2 more to be there, and I don't know what they could be. We're gonna have to wait until we open the game up to find out, and of course, you guys already know we're gonna take a good look at everything. There's a compass that comes with it, and real plastic treasure. And you know what's funny? I never noticed this before, is that they call the treasure booty in the game.
Yeah.
And if you look at the treasure, it kind of just looks like 2 big bumps of treasure. That could resemble, well, a booty. We're gonna take a closer look on the inside of the game when we play it. The only thing that is like a little bit of like I don't know, maybe you guys let me know how you guys feel about it, is that price tag, dude.
Oh, $60 or what was it? Yeah, 60 bucks.
60 bucks.
It's not worth. I think it's like 40 is like the limit.
I think 40 would have been a fair price. I think 40 would have been a good, solid price, and I think they still would have made it probably a profit on it. I don't know how much the licensing and stuff would have cost, but the Eels and Escalators I think cost $50 when it came out, which is still a lot, but they were like, okay, that's sold out. We could not keep it on the shelves. People were picking it up whenever they got the chance. People were reselling it for like $200. Same thing happened with this game. I think they were just like, okay, let's just take this to the bank.
Yeah, I wonder like if they made it more expensive on purpose to try to prevent that more, but it's like people just don't care.
I think honestly, if they would have charged 100, I mean, please
don't do that.
But I think if they would have charged 100, it probably still would have sold out. Just because of how unique unique this is. It's not like they sold it at Target, and honestly, I think they should make other iterations of this in the future that are maybe like a less collector's edition, you know, like a
Premium one versus like a regular, yeah.
Like a regular version that you could pick up at a Target and Walmart for maybe $20, $30, and Nickelodeon would make a lot of money doing that rather than making it limited to Hot Topic or Box Lunch. I think that would be really, really cool, and they kind of saved this one for like kind of the collector's edition, I guess you could say.
Because that'd be like a Monopoly basically, right? Because there's like, oh, here's all these different Monopoly characters, or you just have regular Monopoly.
You can get Monopoly at Dollar Tree now,
exactly.
like, out of paper pieces, you know, and there's all these versions of it that I think would definitely be profitable, and I would love to collect them along the way. So an awesome piece here, and I'm so glad we added this to the collection. We got a bunch of different items today, but I don't think any questions, this was the big ultimate find for today. But I hope you guys enjoyed everything we picked up today. Stick around, of course, we're gonna add some of this stuff to the collection, but before that, you know the drill. Scan it. Okay, so for the Spongebob and Patrick 2-pack, I said I was gonna put it up there, but I lied.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it over here and put this rivet pop that's got the weird box on top of it, and that way we can save some room for another Nickelodeon 2-pack. Hopefully we get one day. I mean, maybe we'll get a Cynthia with Reptar like we did with the Kid Robots.
Or Angelica with Cynthia.
Yeah, I mean, Cynthia got her own feather, big as Cynthia. And there's a lot of 2-packs they could do, but we have another space up there for another 2-pack when it comes. Okay, and the Flying Dutchman game is going right here for the time being. You gotta adjust some stuff a little bit here. These are a little bit off, but for right now, they're gonna go right there because I know we're gonna be taking the actual game out very, very soon here in order to play it. But for right now, though, we're gonna put the Flying Dutchman right in there with the other board games. So as you guys know, with all the renovations that are going on in here and outside, there's a lot of stuff going on in this whole year, and even a little bit next year. We're gonna be just changing and adding new stuff constantly. There's gonna be a lot of upgrades happening. We still haven't even hung up the Spongebob with Krabby Patty birdhouse that we got, and this is one of those items as well too. You will see somewhere incorporated back here. You can see some stuff was removed back here and has to be repainted, stuff like that, because this whole section is gonna be changing, and I already know this is somehow gonna work its way into the incorporation of this area, or maybe you could even end up seeing it somewhere else within the room as well. Okay, we have a few lanyards right here, and like I said, we only have 4 of them right here, which just seems like so little comparatively to other lanyard collections that we have. But I mean, you have a pretty cool one right there, like the leather patch. There we have my official Bikini Bottom driver's license that I got at the Spongebob event.
They need to do another one of those.
Yeah, I have the Spongebob 2020 release door grabber, and also touchscreen finger, a very product of the time. And then also I have now the Krusty Krab pizza with the rest of these guys. I think this one is an awesome addition. We didn't have a green one like that, so nice to see it. And for the Squidward magnet, we added this right next to the 4 nations. We've got the "you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?" And then we have "yes, I do like Krabby Patties," and also dance moves. And then we got Patrick right here, menacingly. He's flying, he's flying, he's really, really flying. All right, we have the fan down here. We're gonna try on the Danny Phantom shirt, but then you can expect to see it in the videos in the future here. But I'm hyped to check this one out. It is a little bit big on me though, because I haven't washed and dried it and all that stuff, so it hasn't shrunk down to size. But either way, let's go ahead and try it on in 3, 2, 1. I'm going ghost! All right, so we have the shirt on, and man, dude, this one is sick. I'm a huge fan of this already.
That one and the Ember one are like the best too so far.
I know, because it just works so. I love when this green's here because it just feels like I blend into the room like so perfectly. Got all the green and orange, but then at the same time the black kind of contrast, so I don't just blend in completely. Yeah. So we got the Danny Phantom shirt on. Nothing crazy on the back. It's usually more of a box lunch thing, and you got to pay an extra $8 for it. But still a huge fan of the shirt, and it's a little big, like I said, just perfectly big enough though, so that way that I can wash and dry it and it'll shrink down perfectly. I am done with my shirts getting ruined in the dryer, so I'm just gonna deal with them being a little bit big for a while. But a huge fan of this shirt. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys smack that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and go check us out on Patreon. We got brand new stuff coming over to Patreon all the time, including extended videos of this video and also every other video we post. So if you want to get a little bit more meat on the bone, us diving into certain topics a little bit more, go check out Patreon. If you love what we do over here, you're gonna love the content on there just as much, even more. We also have a Patreon exclusive video coming out very, very soon that I'm excited about, and a bunch of other perks, so just go check it out. And don't forget, we're on Whatnot 2 nights a week, Wednesdays and Fridays. And not just that, you get $15 off your first purchase. As you guys hear me say, they've got merch on there like clothing, they've got Funko Pops, you name it. For example, the Funko Pop with Spongebob and Patrick, best friends. You could find a bunch of people selling it on there for close to retail and get that $15 off and get it for like next to nothing. So go take advantage of the free 15 bucks to add something to your collection today. I'll see you guys over here in this amazing video that I know you're gonna love. And as always, Rep Pack, I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios.